It's Sirius Black right here on your classic metal show from When Daylight Breaks. That is Akhenaten. I want to thank Urban Breed for being a part of the classic metal show tonight. Real nice guy.
Yeah, seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm listening to that music, and all I'm picturing is another battle on the show Vikings.
Sure. Yeah, it's definitely that anthem style music, you know, but he definitely has that Johnny Gioli sound to his vocal, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't say, man, I'm trying out for that metal church gig, because goddamn, he would not be good in that. Like his voice, but no. Metal church, not quite him.
Yeah, I wonder what metal church is going to do if they're seeking another singer for what they're going to do now that Ronnie exited the picture.
I don't know, man. I mean, would you want that gig? I wouldn't. I mean, Ronnie was good, and people just shit on him constantly.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get that at all because I did get to see them I think 3 times.
Yeah,
and he just brought it every night, you know.
Yeah, I saw him a couple times, and both times he was really good. I for the life of me don't get why people didn't think that he did the old songs justice. I thought he did them great.
I thought he did great as well. So I don't know. I don't get it, but you know, apparently Urban is a metal church fan as well.
Yeah, that was cool.
He seems like he likes all the classic stuff. It seems like everybody that I mentioned, you know, during the interview, you know, he definitely was into it, you know.
Sure.
So not only is he a performer, singer himself, but he's, you know, obviously a fan.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he was definitely good. I found him to be very, very interesting. You know, normally I zone out on those interviews, but you know, he was good.
Yeah, he lives in Alabama of all places.
Does he really? I thought he was in like Europe or something.
Well, that's where he's from, but he lives here in the States, and he lives in Alabama.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Alabama.
How do you go from fucking wherever, Sweden to Alabama? How
does
that
know.
happen?
Have you ever been through Alabama?
Just not stopping. I mean, literally straight through.
Oh, I mean, that's, you know, there's like nothing. I mean, obviously they've got a few metropolitan areas and stuff, but for the most part, it's a lot of trees.
Now, it's kind of like Wyoming. I remember driving through Wyoming, and I felt like I could fall asleep and not hit anything.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing is, you know, there's definitely stretches out in Wyoming that you could, you know, go for 100 miles without coming across any kind of life form aside from animals.
Right.
You know, and the speed limit up there, I think they have that unlimited speed limit up there.
Where's this?
Up in Wyoming. I think that you could, you know, they have what they call prima facie speed up there, that there's really not a limit, that the limit is whatever the weather is.
Jeez, I wish they'd have had that when I went through. I got a fucking ticket going through there.
In Wyoming?
Yes.
Really?
That was 20 years ago.
Oh, so. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I understand that you could just go wide open throttle out there in some places.
Dude, that'd be great.
Yeah, because there's just like nothing.
If you could drive wide open throttle, would you?
Oh, absolutely.
Would you really?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'd probably still go about 70.
Yeah, I would do it just for the throttle. You know, the thing is, I think once you do it, you know, a couple of times,
yeah,
it's one of those, okay, I did that, been there, done that type of thing, and then you just don't have the desire to do it anymore.
Sure.
But I'm, you know, I'm a very safety conscious type person, and you know, I don't know. I know you've driven in Illinois before, but for some reason, the people in Illinois drive like maniacs over there. You know, yeah. I mean, they're always driving wide open throttle. You know,
right.
You know, all the time.
Yeah, and that's in a 25.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even our good friend Kim from Chicago, you know, she's got a Boss 302.
Right.
Mustang, and she's got no problem putting her foot through the floor.
Right. She's driving 85 in a neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Zone.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, people in Illinois, I don't know what it is. It's Michigan and Illinois. They both drive like maniacs.
Yeah. Well, I will say I don't like driving in Illinois very much.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different experience. You know where else is like that too? Orlando. Have you driven in Orlando?
I have driven through Florida on a few occasions.
Orlando's fucked up because you got the combination of old folks going 20 and fucking young kids going 70
or 90.
Yeah, you know, whatever speed they're going fast. The old folks are going really slow. So there's not like a comfortable middle. You have to either fly or crawl.
Yeah.
And you really don't have any choices.
Sure.
But yeah, Orlando's another one that's kind of fucked up driving.
Yeah. Well, you head down either Interstate 95 or Interstate 75 down through Florida, and it's you know, it's crazy down there, especially if you're driving through the Everglades area, because there's like nothing,
right?
You know, because you know you're surrounded by swamp on both sides, and
right.
You know people just go like a bat out of hell down through there.
Yeah. Do they hit? You know, and I know the answer's got to be yes on this, but do they have like roadkill of alligators?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you know where there's heavy population down there, you know they got fence, you know, to where they try to keep that. Right. Them off the road.
Right.
But, yeah, I've driven through there a few times, and, you know, there is that possibility, but they do line the interstate or the Everglades with fence to try to keep those creatures off the road.
I got to imagine hitting an alligator will fuck up your car.
I would imagine that as well.
You know, just wham, it'd be like hitting a deer.
Exactly.
Only it's low to the ground. Maybe I wonder if your car would flip over.
It's like hitting a rock or something.
Yeah, because I mean they seem to be able to take a pretty good beating from other animals.
Sure,
so I would think they could take some sort of a beating from a car.
Yeah,
wouldn't you think?
I would think so.
I wonder if you hit an alligator, if it just dies automatically like a squirrel, or if it like could live to fucking attack you.
It might be a little more resistant to car tires than a squirrel.
So I mean, you don't stop if you hit one, right? You just keep right on going.
I don't know. I haven't driven enough in Florida to know, but I would imagine that it could be a problem. It's like hitting a deer or something.
I think I would have to drive another 2 miles before I'd stop to see if my car was okay.
Sure. Well.
And how we got into this topic, God only knows.
Yeah, talking about crazy drivers.
I know. Too funny.
Yeah.